Hi, this is Yusuf Al-Bassami, QA Trainer Group, and this is the final exam video submission for the Strength and Conditioning certification. We have over here the athlete that I have chosen is the MMA fighter.
Orre?
Yeah. Ahmed? Okay, we have an MMA fighter, and based on his schedule, which he does more than one sport, he trains around 4 to 5 times a week. Between grappling and striking, so I have specialized a specific program based on his sports, based on his age, based on his weaknesses, and the aspects that need to be covered. So we have 2 days only that I can train him and improve his performance. Ahmed lacks a bit of coordination, accuracy, a bit of balance. His speed is very decent. What I'm trying to improve here, basically, is to combine what he needs for his sport. Okay, what he needs for his sport, adding plyometrics, strength, power, whatever he needs to improve his game. So you're gonna see, based on 2 days, I try to make a circuit training for him that includes heavy lifts, plyometrics, speed, and include a bit of the drills that he needs for his training. I'll add 2 days for a month, which is to test his conditioning and to test his strength, and I'll add 1 day every 2 weeks for as a specific strength day that we will include squats, deadlifts, bench press to test his strength and to improve it. Okay, Ahmed. Okay, for the first day we're gonna do a lower and upper body muscles. Mostly it's gonna be pulling, as a pulling day. What we're gonna do here is the deadlifts. We're gonna do only 3 reps to maximize his strength, and then we're gonna do a power movement. Then we're gonna do again strength, and we're gonna add a power movement one more time, as we're gonna see. Then we're going to do a bit of a snatches, power movement once again, and he's going to keep going for 3 rounds. For 3 rounds, I'm going to base on his fight time, not red white. Red white?
لا مو راضي يطلع.
Okay, so he's been out of training for 2 weeks, so his conditioning is a bit low, so I try to push him as much as possible. So if he can catch up for 3 rounds, that would be great. 1 round, I'll give him a bit of an rest so he can recover, not more than 2 minutes, then he can go again. After the snatches, he's gonna do sprint, burpees, jump, depth jump, and then explode. So a lot of explosivity in his training, a lot of speed, conditioning that I have to cover up for his specific needs. So the main target here is almost covering all the aspects. His weaknesses is a bit of strength, skill and technique. His conditioning is a bit low, so I'm trying to cover it all in 2 days. Of course, I get all the feedback, and based on his feedback, how does he feel? Did he improve in his game? Based on that, I'll change. Based on the test, I'll change also the training for him. Also, I'll get the heart rate to keep me updated with his stamina and conditioning. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so I can't have the time. I'm gonna figure out how many rounds he did, and based on the time, I'm gonna build on it for the next couple of weeks. Sometimes I need to change a bit of things based on his specific conditioning. If it becomes so easy, if he has any injury, let's say, based on his training when it comes to boxing or the grappling. So based on that, we're gonna make a few changes. So this is 3 rounds. Then we will change to another circuit, which is also similar to pulling day. Okay, so we're gonna have the time here. We're gonna show you how he does the circuit here. Of course, each fighter has his own program based on his needs, whether he's a soccer player, rugby player, or mostly fighters that I'm training on. Okay, so we're gonna have the time. Somewhat long. Okay. واحد ما نشوف واحد As you can see, it's a bit heavy. Almost 80% of his max weight. Okay, adding a few drills based on his specific sport. Okay, go. Okay, speed. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, go. As you can see with the deadlifts, we don't go more than 5 reps. Our aim here is not mainly conditioning more than it's of a strength. Over here we can go over 10, which is fine since it's a power movement. For the snatches, the back needs to be arched more. Okay. He keeps his hands straight in order to have more of a balance. You can see the jump movement to give it more explosivity, which will add benefit on his game. Okay. The weight shouldn't be that easy on him. Almost. Okay. So over here we're gonna mix up. He has some weaknesses with the pull-ups. Okay, wow. So we're combining a conditioning movement with a powerful movement. Still we're working the biceps, working the back. Most of our training is functional strength since he needs it as an MMA fighter. Okay. Right. Keeping the heart rate at least above 80%. Putting into consideration his target is not just to lose weight. He's aiming to lose weight and also improve for his fight. Putting him under a lot of pressure so he can catch up in his fight. Adding one more drill based on his sport. Yeah. Wow. High knees, which they use as MMA fighters. Spawn, jump, we have a dip jump. Okay, go. Okay, as you can see here, we're trying to develop the explosivity, adding a few plyometrics, and then adding more resistance. Since the speed is too high, trying to slow him a bit down, adding more resistance. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing once again. Down, explode. Okay. He blows up. Okay. So he's gonna bring 6 plates. Okay. One more. آخر واحدة. 1 2 3 4 5 go. زين. Explode. Okay. As an MMA fighter, as an MMA fighter, explosivity plays a huge role in his game. Okay, go. Okay, back. Okay. Over here, I'm trying. Okay, 2 more. Back. Right. Okay. So we're trying still to use his triceps, his back muscles. Okay, one more. After one there. Okay. Alright. زين بطل. آخر واحدة. ليك. آخر واحدة. Okay. So what he's doing here is basically strengthening his grip and his movement and range of motion for his grappling game, okay? And using a one technique that he uses in his MMA fights, which is throwing down, okay? At the end, we're gonna finish it up with leg raises, okay? Huh? Hey, okay? If he's off balance, I'm gonna put my hands on the back so he can maximize the benefit from the abs. Okay. Most of the body exercises, I go more than 10. Top, okay. So he's tired enough at this point and can. Okay, he's tired enough at this point and can go more than one round. No, wait. So based on the heart rate, Charles, I'm gonna take one. Okay, so based on 10 seconds, based on his age, gonna calculate his heart rate.
السلام عليكم يا شيخ.
يعني مشكلة يطلع كلها واحد. يلا كلها واحد. Okay. So based on his heart rate, which is almost 90% from his maximum heart rate, I decided to give him a little bit of a rest so the fatigue would be less and he can recover. We can push more on the next rounds. Next week we're gonna do 2 rounds. The third week we're gonna do 3 rounds of the same thing. We might add a few changes based on his response. If things were easier, if injuries occurred during his game, I need to make a few changes. Okay, so I'm gonna explain the deadlift start. Okay, so let me explain a few basics, which is the classics. Of course, the deadlift is one of the most important strength exercises. How are we gonna perform the deadlifts? First of all, we can go wide or we can go narrow. I prefer that we go as narrow, the regular movement. My hands over here. We won't go inside, we go outside, and most importantly, my chest and head goes up, not too high, just right over here. And most importantly, I'm gonna lift with my legs, not my back, and I'm gonna arch my back as much as possible. My hands should be straight. Over here and down. Okay, what I prefer if we're going for a strength day to be to lift it from the ground. We don't bounce it unless it's a circuit and he's too tired, so he can finish up with his reps. If it's a pure strength workout, we're gonna put it on the ground like this, go up, then down, and lift it all the way to maximize the benefit. That's one thing. The squat exercise. Okay, if I have the first of all, my legs shouldn't pass my hips. My hips goes first. Hip is the very important movement in most of the free weight exercises. I'm gonna put the bar on my back. Okay. I'm not gonna put it on the spine over here, just a little bit lower. And then I'm gonna also arch, chest, head up, go all the way down, at least parallel to maximize the benefit for my lower body. If they have a little bit of injuries, for example, or knee injuries, we're gonna use machines just to strengthen their lower body. Then we can add up the squats once again. One more time, I'm gonna put the barbell on my back, go all the way down, my hip, chest, head up, and explode up. Same thing down, and explode up. What I recommend to most of my guys that are scared from the exercise that might weaken their back, I would take them for a process with 2 or 3 weeks functional strength and metabolic conditioning, just to get their strengthen their core. We won't add any belts. We will add a lot of ab exercises, lower back exercises. We would use some machines just to reduce a lot of plyometrics, body weights. We use the box squat, which I prefer a lot, just to get them used to the movement. Okay, so also mentally they are prepared for it, so they go from here to get used to the depth. Since most of them can't go lower, they can, but mentally they're still not used to the movement, so they go here and explode here and explode, especially games such as rugby or MMA fighters that require a lot of explosivity. So that's for the squat. As for the cleans, هذا تقدر تحطه أول شيء قبل الضمان. Okay, as for the cleans, my hands need to be still. I'm not gonna lift my hand. I'm gonna use the range of motion. Okay, it's an explosive exercise that is very beneficial for fighters also. Same thing with the guy that I have just showed. Okay, as for the cleans, same stance as the deadlift, but I'm gonna use the range of motion and the jump. Once I am right over here, I'm gonna a little bit push with my legs, jump, and stand right over here. So here, okay. If one of the fighters has lack of flexibility, can go all over here, we can use a drill, which is to increase the flexibility. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, to increase the flexibility. Most of the guys that do not have enough experience in the lifts, gonna make them add lightweight, do a lot of repetitions. Most of the exercises that I would recommend is free weights, build a lot of functional strength, functional movements, build a strong core before we go to heavy stuff. Diets to be put into consideration based on the intensity of the exercise, based on the days. So most of the programs are built based on the needs of the player and the specific position, whether he's a soccer that needs a lot of drills, that needs a lot of coordination, that needs a lot of speed, power. Depends on the game really, depends on his needs, his age, his body type, how I can make him mentally push himself two extra rounds. How can I get in touch with the player to make him reach his goals. Okay, طق حكيت وايد. طق طق طق.